You're now live. Okay. I'm wearing a Sleeping with Sirens hoodie. That's very nice. Okay, people are joining. Okay, cool. Hi, people joining. Hi. Okay, so basically, what you guys on Instagram don't know right now is that I'm actually filming a YouTube video, like my camera is right here, because I'm gonna I'm gonna talk about how it went at my or how my appointment at the gender clinic on Friday went. So the camera is here, so I might like look into it, but I'm also gonna look there. Hi everyone, we can kind of see you. Literally, I'm crying. I love you too. You guys are cute. Okay. Oh, shout out to Nidav. Subscribe to his YouTube because he's cooler than me. Okay. I love you too, Anastasia. So for those of you who don't know, okay, yeah, I'm gonna look into there because there's the camera. For those of you who don't know, on Friday I went to this clinic to talk about my transition. And before I went there, like it's a private clinic, but I swear it's like nothing sketchy. In Norway, like we kind of get medical care for free because of our taxes and stuff like that, and it's a really great system, but the system that takes care of trans people and their transition in Norway really sucks. Therefore a lot of people get that stuff done privately, separate from like the state's control kind of. So my mum and I went there and we got there like 20 minutes early or something like that, and since it's a private clinic, it's just like closed area, and they have like these doorbells that you need to ring to get in. My mum pushed the doorbell and it kept ringing and ringing and ringing, and she stood there for like 10 minutes straight, and I was just like, Mum, like chill, they're not there, they're not opening, maybe they just haven't arrived yet. But she was just like, no, they should have arrived already, you have an appointment at 11. And then my mum decided to call them, so she like, it like rung. I'm sorry, I just realised that I can't, if I say anything weird, I can't edit it out of Instagram, so that's funny. God. So my mum like picked up the phone and it said ring ring, and then as she rang and someone like picked up and she started talking, this car drove into the like car park that was by the building we were standing by. And then my mum, like I heard my mum say like, oh, maybe you're the ones in that car right there then, like I can see a car, maybe that's you. And then the car stopped, parked, and then someone opened the door and I heard a voice talking on the phone, and then she walked out, and then my mum was just like, oh, I see you, and then she ended the call, so that was kind of awkward, but it was funny. So then we walked into their office and I sat down, and the doctor asked me like, well, she asked me, what do you want to have done? And then she was like, how far have you come in your transition, like medically? She knew that I was like pre-everything because I had just told her, but like there are certain things that you need to get done. You need to see therapists to check if you have any other mental disorders, and to like check if you are actually trans. Like you can't just like show up at the clinic and be like, give me my hormones. Like there's a lot of stuff that you need to do first, which takes a fair bit. I just explained to her what I had done, what people I'd seen. Then she asked me some like basic information, like how old are you, what's your like social security number, like what's your full name and stuff like that. And she was like, okay, so you're 16? And I was just like, yep. And she said, well, you're very young. And I was just like, yeah. And she was like, I usually treat people who are older than you. And I was just like, oh. So I was really nervous already and really anxious, but right there I was just like, my anxiety, like I just felt it in my chest. And then, right, so I haven't had my psychologist refer me to the main hospital in Norway because I wanted to do it privately and go through my transition privately, so I didn't think that I had to send a referral to the main hospital in Norway because I wasn't planning on getting my stuff there. And when I told her that, she was just like, oh, no. Like, you have to have them refer you to the main hospital, no way. And I was just like, okay. And she was just like, yeah, because you need to get that done. Like, go straight back there and say, I want to be referred to the main hospital of Norway, and stuff like that. And she went on about it, and I was just like, okay, well, she's basically saying right now that she's not going to treat me, that I need to be sent to the main hospital of Norway and go through with the normal, like, the usual system. And I got really sad and I nearly started crying. But then she added, after like 5 minutes of worrying me, she was like, oh yeah, you need to do that so that you can have the main hospital as a plan B. It is totally legal to like be referred there and then go privately on the side, but it's just nice to have that as a backup plan in case something happens financially and you're not able to get your stuff covered like privately, because that costs money because it's private. Anyway, and then she just like asked me about like how long I had been out, and she asked me like how I found out and what my childhood was like, what my teenage years were like, and she asked like my mum how things had been, and my mum started crying because she's an emotional person. She said the past 3 years are years I never ever want back, and she said that like despite Kovu having a like pretty good time at school, like great teachers, the people who I was surrounded with were awesome, they were amazing, and my family has always been nice, like my parents aren't divorced or anything. Not saying that if your parents are divorced like your family isn't nice, but like it's very stereotypically like a good family. Like there's nothing wrong with my family life. Despite everything in my life basically being perfect, something was wrong and I was miserable, and my mum didn't know why. And she said that it was so dark at home. Like our home was just so dark sometimes. It was like pitch black. There was this like shadow hanging over our house and she just didn't know why. And she talked about like how she felt when I cut myself and my eating disorders and my depression and just everything, and how much it hurt her to see a child that miserable. And then she said that she thought that the gender thing was just something that I used to cope. Like I tried to be a different gender because I needed something to cope, and she always thought that it would go away when I was over puberty or like done with my teenage years. And then she said that after a while she realised that the gender thing was the solution. That was the reason why I felt so horrible. Like that was the thing that would help me get out of my depression and stuff like that. And then we just kept on talking about that, and the doctor said at the end of the appointment, she was like, so you're very young, but it's also very comforting to me whenever I see a very stereotypical young trans man sit in front of me, an obvious like classic case such as you are, she added. And then she was like, to me there's absolutely no doubt that you're a guy and you're supposed to be a guy. And that was like such a big compliment though, like that is shown through or whatever, like that just made me so happy. And then she said that there are some medical papers that you need. You need that referral, you need to be referred to the main hospital in Norway, and I need to see a written like document, physical document, where it says, like from your psychologist, where it says that you don't have any other mental disorders such as like psychosis or like that you're on the autism spectrum or like something like that. And she needs a paper that both my parents have signed saying that like it's okay that me, their child, goes on testosterone or like gets the treatment I need basically. And then she needed me to take some blood tests. And then she said, when you've got all of that done, you can come here for a second appointment. And then if everything looks good, we can start, and we can put you on a low dosage of testosterone. So yeah, that's the thing. I don't know when, it takes a few weeks for me to get all these papers, and maybe something happens that will slow down the process or anything like that, but I'm gonna be on testosterone, maybe, most likely. So yeah. Yesterday evening I called my best friend Mary and I told her about everything, and she started crying, and I love her so much. She skipped a class to talk to me, and like she was just crying and crying and crying, and she was saying how proud she was of me, and then I started crying and she was just like, you're such a beautiful person, you've always been a beautiful person, but now you're gonna turn into the kind of beautiful where you will be able to see it yourself as well. And she was just like, I'm so happy, it's just so like wonderful to see a person who I love turn into someone that they love, and like stuff like that. And I'm just so blessed to have the friends that I have. The stuff I need to do before I go on testosterone is I need to get, like, we talked about eating stuff, and I've had some eating issues, so yeah, she said that I had to take some dietary supplements to make sure that I get all the nutrients that I need, because she wants me to be like healthy for when she puts me on T. And she also told me to, like, she wrote me this note so that I can head down to this like health center in my town to get a shot of some kind of hormone. It's not testosterone, but it's a hormone that will stop my menstrual cycle, because she was like, I can't put you on T right away, but we can do that right away. I can get that done for you, or you can get that done. I'm so happy. Like, I can't believe I'm actually going to be on testosterone, and I'm kind of scared, really nervous, and I'm scared that something will happen that won't allow me to go on T, and that I have gotten my hopes up and told everyone for nothing. But I already, like, even though I'm not actually on T yet, I already feel much calmer. For some reason, I don't really know why, but I just feel more calm and peaceful. And I feel more mature in a way, because it just feels like all that shit that I've been through the past, like, 3 years, like, I can finally put that behind me and I can grow up. Like, I don't have that to, like, hold me back anymore, because it makes me feel so small and it makes me feel so weak. Like, dysphoria and just everything, all of that, I just feel like I can leave that behind me and actually grow and turn into the person that I want to be, and it won't hold me back and make me feel so small anymore. Although I'm a short guy and I probably won't grow anymore, but like not physically small. I'll probably always be physically small, but you know. I don't know, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm scared. I have a lot of like worries and stuff like that, but it's just unbelievable. I never thought this would happen. I didn't think I'd be able to go on T until I was like 20 or something like that, and I feel kind of bad because there are so many people who, you know, I've made a lot of friends online who are also trans, and we have kind of gone through this process together, and they're not able to go on T yet, and here I am, and I will likely go on T soon, and I just feel like I feel bad that they have to wait even longer and have to deal with this even longer, because they deserve it so much, but you know, I can't really do anything about that, so there's that. Har din spørsmål om seriøst og herlig å se hvor lykkelig du er. Tusen hjertelig takk. To the person who said, what do you hope testosterone can do for you? maybe I'll make like a video like the day before I go and see her or something like that. Like, again, I don't know exactly when this will be. I really don't know. And that's also why I was so nervous, because I had no idea what she would say when I had my appointment, because she could either be like, you can start tea today, or like, we can't put you on tea at all, or like, you'll have to wait like 6 months. And I'll also talk about like the type of tea later. So this is so awkward with like people on Instagram watching me, but thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot, and thank you for like being there for me the past few years and through my transition and everything, and I'm excited to have you guys be part of this like really big thing in my life. So yeah, I hope you're having a good day. Stay safe and eat, drink, and do not hurt yourselves, and remember, they were so much more than you could ever realise. Seriously, subscribe to see more of my awkward little face. Wow. Subscribe to see more of my awkward little face, and to see the videos I will upload once I go on tea, and you will see like my how I will evolve. Yes. Okay, I'll see you guys later, and take care. This is so awkward. Okay. Bye. I'm in rehearsal, pride, love you, love myself. Wait, what's happening? I can't hear my love. Gay it up, say homosexual. Bravo, says Chibi. Make this a song. Could clouds be sheep? Also, hi Mary, I love you. Potatoes are great. I'm crying, I love this. Damn Daniel, I'm so gay.